What if I told you that you could build a real estate empire starting with $0? No banks, no credit, just strategy and determination. Well, today, that's exactly what I'm about to do. I'm going to show you how I did it and how you can too. My name is Andrew Schlag, and for over a decade now, I've been doing something that most people believe is impossible. At 21 years old, I was broke and deep in medical debt from a hospital stay and earning not even $30,000 a year. But through creative real estate investing, I turned my whole situation around and build a thriving real estate business, buying 50 houses in a single year, all without traditional loans. Whether you're just starting out or looking for new strategies, I promise you'll leave with actionable steps that will kickstart your real estate investing journey. Now, I wasn't born into wealth. I wasn't born rich. I certainly didn't have a lot of money to invest. Growing up, I just worked with my dad on construction projects. I learned how to build stuff with my hands, do remodels and build houses. But it gave me tremendous work ethic. Now, it didn't prepare me for what was about to come next. And that was all of my health issues that left me in the hospital, drowning in debt, and I needed a new path. That's when I realized that saving my way to success wasn't gonna work. It'd take me at least 15 years of buying just one house a year. And gosh, I didn't even know how I was gonna do that. So the turning point came when I asked myself, how can I buy a property without money or credit? It wasn't just about survival, it was about building something that would take care of myself and those around me. So the one thing you can do is take stock of your resources. Not just money, but skills, time, and relationships. Write down your goals and brainstorm every possible way to bring it to pass, even if it's unconventional ways. One day I'm driving down the road in my Toyota Tacoma and I heard a radio ad. It's about buying houses with no money down. And at first I thought, probably too good to be true. But something in me just said, why not check it out? So I called the ad, and next thing I know, I'm buying a $30 book and CD that led me a few weeks later to attending a $4,000 seminar. And that was in April of 2014. At the seminar, they didn't just teach theory, they actually gave me step-by-step instructions of how to go buy houses and how to negotiate deals. And I'll never forget, at the seminar, I actually closed my first deal live and in the room. And a month later, I bought my first property using owner financing. That one deal proved I could do this. Now, something you can do is don't hesitate to invest in yourself. Start small, read some books or listen to some podcasts. But when the opportunity comes to get mentorship or hands-on training by somebody who's been there before, then by all means, take it. That could change everything. It did for me. So at that same seminar, I bought a $34,000 coaching program I couldn't afford, and let me tell you, I was terrified. I didn't have the money, so I pulled from some friends and credit cards and borrowed whatever I could, and frankly, it felt like the weight of the world was on my shoulders. But that pressure pushed me to take massive action at 21 years old. So I went home and started putting out bandit signs and ran ads on Craigslist and called every seller I could find every single day. And before long, the leads started to trickle in. I was scared, but I kept going because failure wasn't an option for me. Now, if you're feeling stuck, put your back against the wall. Commit to something that forces you to act, whether it's putting up 50 bandit signs or making 20 calls or creating momentum by taking some sort of imperfect action. At first, I tried everything. I tried sticky notes on doors and flyers at gas stations and business cards at local restaurants, and most of it didn't work. But some things did, like Craigslist ads and bandit signs. And as soon as I saw what was working, I doubled down on it and stopped wasting time on what didn't work. This was a game changer for me. When I focused all my energy on what brought results, and within 8 months of doing that, I'd bought 12 houses. The next year, I bought 50 houses in 52 weeks. Now, here's you another tip. Experiment. Track your results and find out the top 1 or 2 things that are working for you and go all in on it. Cut the rest out. Success isn't about doing everything, it's about finding the few things that work and doing it consistently. So when I first started, my goal was to talk to 50 sellers a week. And guess what? It worked. So now, many of my deals come from referrals. And I still talk to sellers quite often, and my team does every single week. Because consistency is going to be your secret sauce. It's not about just making one big deal and setting back. It's about showing up every day and making consistent offers and building that momentum. Even as I scaled, I stayed disciplined and hired virtual assistants to handle some of the calls and expanded my team. And I've never stopped being hands-on. This consistency allows me to keep growing and do even bigger deals. So here's another tip for you. Set a daily or weekly goal for yourself, calls, emails, or ads, and stick to it. Track your progress, and don't stop when you hit a small win, but just keep going. Celebrate and keep going. Looking back, the most important lesson that I've learned on this is do what works and don't be afraid to think outside the box. Most people overthink things and then underact. I just focus on taking action every single day. I stay persistent, and even when things feel impossible, keep doing it. If you want to build your own real estate investing empire, remember this. The biggest risk isn't trying something new, it's staying where you are. And here's you one more tip. Start with one small step today. Place a Craigslist ad or put up a few bandit signs or call a for sale by owner listing. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be movement. So, there you have it. The story of how I turned $0 to a real estate empire. And if I can do it at 21 years old, starting from debt and no experience and no credit, so can you. Real estate is not easy, but it's possible if you're willing to learn and take the action. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see you succeed.